Christian McCaffrey is 60-1. 60-1 to win the league MVP. I am here to tell you that I would bet you anything you wanted that Christian McCaffrey leads the NFL in touches this year, that Christian McCaffrey has the ball in his hands more than any other player in the National Football League this year. If you watched that game, the degree to which they lean on him, he's their whole offense. I know they hit the big play to Robbie Anderson. I know they have a good receiver in DJ Moore. That entire offense runs through McCaffrey. He is going to be their leading rusher and their leading receiver. And if that team is as sneaky good as I think they might be, I think he's a sexy little, sneaky little pick to be a legitimate MVP candidate. Now, I wouldn't sit here telling you I think he's going to win it. A quarterback always does. But 60-1, Hembo, that might be one I want a little taste of.
So in order to win the MVP in the NFL, history says you have to be on a team that makes the playoffs.
Yes.
So you're presupposing that is a good possibility.
I think that is a possibility. I don't know if it's a good possibility. I think it is a possibility.
Okay, B, if you're going to win the MVP in the NFL and you're not a quarterback, you have to do something historic. So
right.
The record for scrimmage yards in a season is about 2,500.
Over.
So you're saying he's going to average more than 150 of those per game?
Yes.
Well, he hit 187 against the Jets on Sunday.
Yes.
It was 59% of their team touches, like you said. But those are two things that he's fighting against. The position, of course, and the fact that I just don't know how good that team is going to be.
I think that they're going to be good enough for him to be in the discussion. And if they make the playoffs, the last non-quarterback to win the award was Adrian Peterson in 2012. That wasn't a great team in Minnesota. I sort of remember they won a game at the end of the season to get into the playoffs. But that was not a Super Bowl caliber team. That's not what happened there. That was the year he made a run at the rushing record. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to have an historic season. He gets the ball on every play. At 60-1, I kind of like him.
Greeny, what was your single biggest takeaway from the Packers getting boat raced by the Saints on Sunday?
That it matters. That all this stuff matters. That you cannot have the offseason they've had and then just walk in and think everything is going to be just fine. Aaron Rodgers at one point this offseason stared his professional mortality in the face. He contemplated retiring. He said so. It is very hard to make that pivot back from that to I would give anything to be here. I will give my life to be here. That's what football players have to do. It requires a level of insanity, and I'm just not sure Aaron Rodgers wants it anymore. He's got all sorts of other things in his life. Does that mean they won't be fine? They'll probably be fine, especially in that terrible division. But if you think that loss wasn't alarming, then I completely disagree. Next take.
Greeny, how, if at all, did your outlook for the AFC North change after Week 1?
Now, before the weekend, I thought that the Browns were the best team. And after the weekend, I'm more certain they're the best team. Everyone has that thing wrong. The Browns' last two games have been against Kansas City, and they could easily have won both of them. And both were on the road. And Mayfield looks terrific. And they played without Odell on Sunday. They are the best team in that division, and to me, there isn't any question about it. I'm a Steeler fan. The Ravens are banged up beyond repair. The Bengals are coming. But that's Cleveland's division without question, and I am even more confident in my pick that they're going to win the AFC Championship this year. Next take.
Greeny, who is the NFL's MVP after Week 1?
Dak. I mean, Dak had the best week of anyone, and if he keeps playing like that, it's a narrative award. He's got the star on his helmet. The division's off to a bad start. I'm not buying into Philly, and obviously Washington needs to prove me right or I'm going to feel like a fool. But Dallas, of every team in the league, I've never seen a moral victory like that one was last Thursday night, and his performance was ridiculously good, and it should only get better as he gets out there. So to me, Dak right now is the front runner for MVP. Give me one more.
What was the biggest surprise, Greeny, that happened to you that you saw in Week 1?
Well, the Patriots losing. I did not think that at all. I had it in my picks. The Patriots are the only team I gave points with this week, and they're one of two games I lost. I was 3-2 on the KOD picks. That surprised me a lot. We'll see. I obviously hope they lose again this week, but I do not expect it. The Patriots, I think, are really good. I remain shocked that they lost to Miami last week. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.